Most of you already know me, ladies and gentlemen. For the rest, I'll just quickly say this. My name is Jack Hunter. I'll be your commentator on the events coming up. I wish you a warm welcome, and I'm glad to have you here. Joyful cheering from the German fans. This man is one of their favourites. Overstepped. Well, you act this cluelessly, you can't. Oh, that's a pity. How do you explain such a weak performance then, Peter?
To be honest, I'm real...
These wind conditions are absolutely perfect for the athletes. The wind is coming from the front, blowing up the hill, which means that it will carry them far up and away.
Yes, I know a good deal of skiers who can make use of such conditions to jump a few meters further.
You can't have a better start. Now you need to transform this good in-run speed into a loft. That's what we'd like to see more often, wouldn't it, Peter?
That's true. This was the haute école of winter sport.
How do you get to this level?
There are 3 things you need to do. Practice, practice,
I can't help myself, Peter, but whenever I'm watching the 4-seater bob competition, I say to myself, Jamaica 1 is coming in a second. The film Cool Runnings from 1994 has really become a classic.
Yeah, that's right. And that even though our GDR team didn't have the best reputation in that film.
Now it's time for you again to get a little biased, Peter.
Why is this the GDR team?
My dear Peter, I didn't know you were such a diehard.
Oh, yeah.
The intermediate time will give us information about the chances for victory. a certain degree, the intermediate time can predict the final result.
But the degree's pretty low today. Oh.
After making a rough 8th place, it's certainly difficult to get motivated again for the second round.
Please, that's the very least you can expect from a professional athlete.
In the bends, the bomb can reach 5G, 5 times the acceleration of Earth's gravity.
Yes, and you can feel every single bone in your body at the slightest uneven spot in the track.
This is the difference between fast and real fast. So the race will be over very soon, I suppose. Maybe there's room for more. At least this looks pretty good now.
Yeah, and very fast.
There is little consolation to be given when you only get 6th place.
Well, at least one won't catch a cold on the victory rostrum.
Oh, that is true. I think we should be on air already, but I can't hear you on my headphones. What about you, Peter?
Yeah, I can hear you, even without headphones.
A few seconds before the start, there's respectful silence in the German camp. But it will most certainly turn into loud cheering and yelling when she starts. The German fans know this is a candidate for a medal. Too bad. That was a very sleepy start. There's no help for this.
No, not really.
The coaches can't wait to see the intermediate time. I think she might increase her speed. She hasn't been that fast as yet. Rank 1. Now that's a brilliant prelude.
Brilliant prelude. Where in the world do you find such expressions?
Bad luck for the GDR enthusiasts. In 1968, they were caught cheating at the Olympic Games in Grenoble. But you didn't have anything to do with it, did you, Peter? Ladies breaking the rules by heating up their runners?
Not on your life, Jack. I didn't even have a lighter with me. What do my old red eyes have to look at? You know, she's losing some very precious seconds. And that's a classic false start, I'd say.
If she'd been a little faster yet, we could have given her the medal straight away.
Yeah, this looks like she's gonna go for the gold.
To a certain degree, the intermediate time can predict the final result.
But the degree's pretty low today. Oh.
Let's have a look at the intermediate time. I really didn't have any expectations, but no, you should never give up hope. Before we start, I'll have to introduce my co-commentator to you, Peter Wickler. Peter Wickler was one of the most successful winter sport coaches in the former GDR. Nowadays, he's very successful as well. He's running a private winter sport park near the beautiful town of Bochum. I think it was you, Peter, who said, Angela Merkel and me are the only people from Eastern Germany who are successful in Western Germany as well.
Oh, no, that must have been someone else.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
The German team is preparing for the start.
You won't blame me for keeping my fingers crossed for them, will you?
Oh, no, not at all. Intense wind makes the surface of the ice melt a little and thus prolongs the course of the start.
You know, I couldn't have explained it any better.
The second stone is coming into the game, and it will also want to be placed well. It seems as if the opponent's stone was in the way. That's what people laugh about the most when watching curling. Work with a broom.
Unfortunately, but that only reflects a total lack of understanding for the sport.
I guess so.
I wouldn't mind losing a curling game by making a bad throw.
Right on spot. That stone is eliminated. Yes, good job there.
And now they're sweeping the hall again.
Oh, it's about time, eh?
Now I'm really anxious to see how their opponents can get past this stone.
Yes, that's annoying to have a stone right in front of the centre, like in Malefits.
Mala what?
Oh, it's a board game. Never heard of it?
No, never.
Neither have I. I heard about it the other day, but couldn't tell you what it is. The audience is going mad. Who would have thought that curling fans were able of showing such emotion? It almost feels like being in a football stadium.